Hello guys and welcome to Short Cryptology, where we talk about crypto-related topics and gaming. Today I want to give you an update on Swissborg, an app that I've discussed multiple times on this channel, and a new feature that came and that it's bound to help that app and the token that comes with it to grow, and you guys might won't be interested because it helps you increase your passive earnings and possibly increase your earnings in general if you are willing to invest in CHSB. So this feature is called Yield 2.0, so 2.0 depending on how you want to say it. And it's only for the CHSB token, so Swissborg. And it's a new system for rewarding people who want to, let's call it stake, or put CHB in the yield system in the app. What it does is reward people depending on the amount they put at stake, and it has a whole new way of calculating everything, which will reward especially people with lower amounts. So they want to push more people into investing into this token, and especially people with less liquidity and less possibility to invest bigger amounts. And their idea is to allow people to get their premium accounts eventually, because if you remember from my previous videos, to have a premium account in this app you need to stake a given amount of this token. So by yielding and giving out more of this token every year, they are aiming to help you grow your amount of tokens to eventually be able to have enough for the premium. This said, as you can see, they increase the rate, they optimize the tiers, and they want to help the community, because if you remember, I explained the previous time that Swissborg is a community-driven app. You can submit your ideas, you can request which tokens and cryptos you want to be traded. It's listening to the community, and it wants to empower the community, which is something very, very nice that Swissborg is doing compared to a lot of other centralized exchanges. Now, how is this different from the past? Again, it's just a different way of giving the yield. So instead of having a fixed yield for everyone, they divided it into tiers depending on how much you've given. And here, to make it easier to understand, I have a simulator. The rates might change in the real thing, but in general, that's the idea. You can see there's like ranges, and here you can move how many tokens you put in, and you will see how much you get each year depending on how many tokens you put in, and you can see specific numbers. I'm just gonna put it all the way up so we can see everything. And these three colors, gray, blue, and green, are the different types of accounts that you can have today: standard, premium, and Genesis premium. The standard account gets half of the yield, Genesis gets twice as much, and the community premium is in between, gets like 50% more than the standard account, so 1.5x. And as you can see, like for the first 2k tokens you stake, you get the biggest amount of APY, 16% in this case. For a standard user, that is twice as much for Genesis, but let's look at one because the concept is just the same, just multiplied. The more tokens you stake, the less reward you get, which I guess could be seen as punishing for the whales and such, but honestly, they're whales, so they don't really need that much. I mean, if you can afford to stake 1 million CHSB nowadays, you can take the blunt hit of not getting as much out of it, I guess. Anyways, this will really empower smaller investments, so more people will be interested in investing in this 0 to 2000 range, which really will increase the demand of the token, which is the idea, because like if you have, let's say, 10k tokens, you're gonna get a little bit less on those, but at the same time you will like enjoy the fact that you are earning because the token demand is increasing, so you'll be getting more money in the end anyways. This whole system is made to increase the demand of the token and make staking it more interesting, meaning less liquidity, more demand compared to offer, so it's just basic market rules. And at the same time, it's not that if you stake 1 million tokens, you only get 2.5%, but it is very specific. So let's say you put in 1 million tokens. It's kind of like taxes in certain states. You get 60% on the 2k, then almost 6% on the between 2 and 10k, so you are still getting all this, but also if you go above 1 million, you will only be getting 2.5% on the amount of tokens over 1 million you have, so you're not missing out on those higher APYs. You just won't get higher APYs for anything above, for example, 2k. I don't know if I'm explaining myself well. Thing is, if you do stake, like, let's put it in 2000, there we go. With 2000, or let's do it easier, let's do 1500, you do get 244 tokens per year. If you stake 2000, you don't get less because you put more, or well, 2000. You still get the 16% on your 2000, or but anything over 2000, then you get that 5% or 6. So, and then if you go over again, you will get the 5% on all these, but once you hit this line, anything above that line will get this amount of percentage. It's really shown very well in this picture. Swissborg is really growing and it's becoming more and more important, and I think that investing in, of course not financial advice, but investing in this token is really interesting, because right now it's probably at around 80 USD, and if this project goes well and the hype stays and people is interested and it's paying off well and it's safe enough compared to other projects that might keep higher yielding, but then the token itself might lose price, it might become like worth it in the end, because I could totally see the token like do a 10x short term, or well, in medium term, because of the way higher demand. We will see with time what happens. This said, I really only had to say this about Swissborg, because right now, yeah, they are like putting new cryptos in the app, etc., but that's a constant throughout the whole development of the app. We keep getting new cryptos, it's just a given. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I thank you for watching and have a nice day.